Hey, what is up guys? Chewy here again. Now I've been working on a bit of a project for the last sort of week or so. After playing Fallout 3, which I really love that game, I have gotten some inspiration for some builds on Fallout 4. And a few of the places, one in particular, really caught my eye, and I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure that I can rebuild that, recreate that into Fallout 4. So as you'll see here, we are actually at Sanctuary. I've used a clean and smooth mod to level it and clear everything in the area. And what I decided to build was Paradise Falls Shopping Centre. So for anyone that knows, that is actually the big raider slaver camp in Fallout 3. Now, some of the mods that I'm using are obviously USO, and one that I found called Custom Vanilla Assets, which basically adds in all the signs, debris, basically everything else in the game, and allows you to place them, as you'll see here, all the rubble and stuff. Now, I decided on Sanctuary and the Clean and Smooth mod because in the Fallout 3 version, there's a big walk up to the entrance, and it's sort of got a bit of a curve to it. And this road that leads up to the entrance of Sanctuary was very, very similar. It was very close. So I tried to recreate that walk up as closely as possible, including the buildings that make up some of the boundaries of the area. So as we walk up, you'll sort of see there's some dead trees, there's heaps of rubble and junk and stuff hanging around against the walls and that sort of thing. So as you'll see, I'm also using the Place Anywhere mod because I don't think I could have built any of this without the Place Anywhere, and obviously the Swapper mod so that I can tilt and rotate and twist things around. So I've tried to sort of, as you'll see, I've tried to sort of add all the rubble up against some of the buildings that are useless. Most of those are just empty shells of buildings, just for the look. So, and as we head up to the entrance, we have all the destroyed cars and that sort of thing, the buses. And now the sign, I looked through Custom Vanilla Assets and couldn't find anything that was suitable. Nothing that was sort of big enough. So I thought I'd just use two of the Welcome to Covenant signs, glitch them into each other, and then glitch them on top and use the neons. And I think it gives a similar effect to that big sign that they have at the entrance. So as we head on in through this boxcar, we've got the entrance. Now I've tried to keep it as close to using things that we've got using the mods. Now obviously the little guard tower that's there in Fallout 3, there's a ball on top that actually has Paradise Falls written on it. I didn't have anything else, so the closest thing I could find that was big and round and ball shaped was the Concord water tower. So I glitched in some of the spikes and stuff just to give it that sort of raiderish slaver look, and I think it kind of works. So over here to the left, we've got some more rubble and junk and stuff as it is sort of floating around. I mean, obviously there's a few spots that I need to fix up. But we have the lock and load, which is the weapons dealer. Now, there's a little bit of decoration in here, a little bit of furniture, that sort of thing, just to get the basic idea. Now, in the Fallout 3 version, this hallway, this little walkway here, actually leads off to the right. I did it off to the left because I got lucky and the ground sort of pitched down and lowered down, giving a little basement sort of area, which I think it still works. It still sort of keeps in with the general look that I was going for. Again, with the doorway, you can't get through because it's full of junk tires and stuff like that. I thought that was a nice little touch, and I thought I'd keep that. So if we head to the right of the entrance, we will have the barracks. Now, I've been trying to keep the buildings of similar size, just so that I can sort of furnish them as they are in Fallout 3. And I think I've managed to do that with most of the buildings. Most of them are pretty much the exact same size as they are in the Fallout 3 version. We'll head on in here, which is the clinic. Again, very similar size to what it is. Little back storage room there. Now we'll head on over here. Now I've tried to keep the scale as close to as I can, given the limitations that I've got on size here. Some things may not look exact, but again, I think it sort of still fits in with the whole idea. Now, this is actually Eulogy's pad. I've sort of tried to recreate it as closely as possible because it's one of my favourite rooms on the build. Now, I have furnished this one because it was sort of quite easy to do. Now, anyone that knows Eulogy's pad at Paradise Falls will know that in the middle of the room there is a giant heart-shaped bed. Unfortunately, I don't have a big heart-shaped bed, so I've gone what I do have, which is just a standard double bed. And then we've got the terminal and the safe and that sort of thing. And we'll head on through this door. We've got a little room out here with a bed, which I think is one of Eulogy's girls' bedrooms there, I'd say. And up the stairs, which leads us to a little balcony over the little bar area there, and out the door. Now, there is a few things I do need to change. I did realise that I've got the posts that sort of stick through the floor, and over on that side of the sign, the opposite side, there's actually a bathtub, so I'm going to have to move this sign up slightly to be able to walk under it and fit through. So, we'll jump down here, and we'll wander over here. Now, this is the little eatery area, obviously not furnished, but I've tried to sort of keep the little roof areas that were in Fallout 3, tried to recreate them, and I don't think they look too bad. Now, I did get lucky again. I mean, this was one of those builds where everything sort of just fell into place and worked out quite well. Basically, where that bus sits, where the workbench was that I can't move, it sort of lined up almost perfect. So a couple of junk fences back to back, or face to face I should say, sort of filled in that little gap and just sort of brings the workbench into the area a little bit more without it looking out of place. So we'll head on through here, which is leading out to the slave pens. Again, some more rubble and junk and stuff. Now, this building's not exactly the same looking as it is in Fallout 3, but I've sort of tried to recreate it as closely as I can. Again, with some rubble and stuff, and a room that you can't actually get into. So, as I said, the slave pens, we have more rubble and junk along the floors and the ground and stuff. And again, trying to keep the building of a similar size. Some of the rubble up on the roofs up there because the whole area is basically destroyed, so there's rubble and junk everywhere. And into this one again, just another little room there that I will end up furnishing. Now, don't mind these little green and yellow lights. These are the toggle on and off switches for the custom vanilla assets mod. Basically, it's a way to stop the game crashing by loading up 400 plus items at once. You sort of turn each of these on and off, and then you get the menus pop up in your workshop menu in order to select through them. So we'll head on out here, and this is just the bathroom. Don't mind the missing wall. I've been dumping a lot of the stuff out there and bringing it in using the Place Anywhere mod. So I hope you like this video. I will be working on it more, and I will be posting up another video once I'm sort of closer to completing it. But if you do like it, please hit that like button and leave me a comment. I'm always happy for some criticism. But I will see you all again in the next episode. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.